Just, I was 8. So that's the biggest memory I have from Nigeria. And then the friends I made younger days, I still remember them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still remember them. So the people is what I remember most about Nigeria.
Did you try to
So before then, it was straight English. We went to private school in Nigeria, English only. So it was until I came to America that obviously my parents are speaking Yoruba to us, Yoruba. That's how I learned it. That's when I was, okay, this is, I want to learn it. I want to make sure I understand it. Every time my parents say, oh yeah, mukini ewa, mu this. That's how, Nigerian movies, being around Nigerians, you pick up your native language.
I'm here, I'm back, and I'm better. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing, holiday season. Welcome to another interesting and educative episode of Life in the US with your favorite host, Yemzzy, popularly known as Yemi. I'm here, I'm back, and I'm better. And I'm here with my special guest today. But before I introduce her to you guys, I wanted to use this opportunity to thank you, my new people, my new subscribers that subscribe to this YouTube channel. I wanted to thank you guys for the like. I want to thank you guys for the comments. I want to thank you guys for sharing this with your loved ones. And for those of you that just joined, that just subscribed to this YouTube channel and you wanted to know what this channel is about, here we talk about life in the United States, especially for those of us that came from Africa. How has life been treated us here in the US, and what has been the challenges we have faced here? What has been our journey, our story? What have we been through here? And that is what we talk about, and we share it. You never know how your story can actually inspire people out there. You don't know who your story is going to touch, and they're going to change their life for better. That is why I'm using this channel to give it a voice to people, to come here to talk about themselves, to talk about their life, to talk about their experience in this country, so that people can learn from it. And if you are the type of person who loves to be inspired by other people's journey, this is going to be the right channel for you. So make sure you click on that subscription button. Make sure you like this video and share this video with your loved ones at home. Like I said, I'm here with my special guest today. I don't have to say much about her because everything I'm about to say about her is who she is. As you can see her, she's bold, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's intelligent. And one thing that stood out on her personality is the way she compliments people. She sees good in everything. Like when you put on a clothes, I love your clothes, you look good in it and all that. It's not everybody. Even though they know that you are wearing something good, they won't say anything. So I love the fact about that. I love that about her. She is an amazing human being. So thank you and welcome to the special program.
Thank you for having me. That was such a lovely introduction. Thank you again for inviting me into your platform. Thank you all for watching. I'm excited to be.
Tell the people your name and a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Yemzzy, so my namesake. Yeah. So I was born in Nigeria and then came to US in the year 2000. Okay. So I've been here ever since. So I'm a mom of one, a husband to one, amazing man. So I thank God for the family that He's blessed me with.
Okay, yes. That's amazing. And can you tell us a little bit about your early years and what you have been told about your time in Nigeria?
Early years in Nigeria. Okay, since coming here to America, Nigeria is family-centered. That's what we know the most, right? So just being raised here in the U.S., our parents never let us forget the number of family we have in Nigeria, the culture of Nigeria, the livelihood of our culture. So I would say that's the biggest thing.
That's good. And what do you know about your circumstances that led to your family relocating to the USA?
Yeah. So struggles, right? Poverty. I didn't come from a family with money, village life,
Yes, yes.
So God bless the people at home. God bless us here. But my family didn't have zero.
Oh,
So
wow.
my father and my mom looking for better opportunity, not just for them, but for also their children. So I'm one of three. So, opportunity is there in America. That's why people come here. Let's be honest.
Yes.
And that's why my parents said, okay, they'll play the lottery. They didn't win on the first one, but that's what God wanted. He now made it happen, and so that's how we're here.
Time.
Exactly.
And you guys find that's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
That's a blessing because a lot of people back then waste so much money trying to this lottery and all that.
Yeah.
And they never make it here.
Yeah.
So they never made it here, and
it's a huge blessing.
It's a huge blessing for your family, and they give you guys opportunity to have a better education, to have a better life.
Better life.
That is really good. And do you have any memories of Nigeria, or as your connection primarily being through stories and or through family?
I would say I have memories of Nigeria.
Okay.
Just, I was 8 when I came, so memories were still there a little bit. Just the biggest memory is family, right? My mom is one of 12. My dad is one of 9. So family was always around in our house. Cousins, aunties, uncles, holidays, big, celebrations. So that's the biggest memory I have from Nigeria. And then the friends I made younger days. I still remember them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still remember them. So the people is what I remember most about Nigeria.
Do you try to reconnect with your younger friends, or do you?
I can't. I don't even know their last name. I just know first names. It's been so long that I know. Right now, go on Facebook and start typing Brenda A B C. I can't do that. So if God will have it, we'll meet again. But for now, it's just great memories we have.
Good. That's good. And growing up in the USA, how connected do you feel to your Nigerian roots?
Very connected.
Okay.
I know, and it's. It's funny because I'm Americanized, right? But I still...
Since you've been here since you were young.
Exactly. So just fairly, right?
Yeah.
But I've also kept to my core of Nigeria. Why? Because our parents raised us in a Nigerian home, okay? Nigerians living in America. So the respect that comes with it, the culture that comes with it, it's all inclusive. So that we don't play about that.
Oh, that's good. And how do you balance your family heritage with American culture?
So the thing is, this American culture, I don't feel as if that's my culture. I'm a Nigerian living in America. So the culture of, our traditions, our, the clothes we wear, the food we eat, that's a day-to-day thing for us. The music we listen to, the prayers we pray, So I'm a Nigerian in America, even though I'm Americanized by location.
Yes.
So,
that's good. And speaking about living with your, African parents. And, a lot of people, when they live with the African parent, they always have this they are too disciplined. And how was your experience living with your American, your African parents in the US? What was that experience for you?
I thank God, honestly, because I feel like I was blessed with Nigerian parents who are understanding.
Oh, that's good.
So, because I have friends who they don't even sit on the same dining table with their parents.
Oh, wow.
They can't even share things with their mom. They
really?
can't. Yeah, there's just Nigerian parents. Like when the dad comes home, everybody runs upstairs because they're fearful of their parents. Being Nigerian, I thank God that's not my story. My family, we used to eat on the dining table. When daddy was home, we'll sit in the living room, watch a movie. We'll go to different places, travel.
Together.
Tell my mom and dad everything. Who are my friends. We had that open relationship. And I'm so grateful for, even still to this day, me and my mom, best friends. Because we've built that. They taught us that from beginning, that, once you are disciplined, your parents now become your friends because you know how to respect them. And you know how to, it's a blessing. The kids that are scared of their parents.
I mean, even me hearing it, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
To have that kind of, growing up and you have that kind of experience. And you are blessed.
Amen.
I mean, you are blessed because I've seen so many families, like you said, even though they are here in US, but they're still very, very like me. And I've seen so many kids calling the police on their parents just because they don't want to understand their kids. They don't want to talk to them. They don't want to reason with them. They just want to, it's my way
or no way.
And you can't be like that here in the
That's me.
Even my kids, I give them choices.
Yeah.
Like,
it's important.
If she comes to me, if I tell her something, I have to tell her, I say, Aisha, if I ask you to do something, and if you don't want to do it, let me know and tell me the reason behind that. I say, if I'm doing something, you can ask me questions. Mommy, why are you mad? What is going on? And if there's anything that is upsetting me, I can explain it to you. If there's something that you're doing that I don't like, I will let you know.
Exactly.
I said, but talk to me about it. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what is going on with you. I said, don't think, mommy, I can't talk to mommy. You can always come to me. You can always talk to me about anything. I'm giving you the chance. I'm giving you the opportunity to have your own voice.
And that will help her in the long run.
Because I don't have it, but I want my kids to have it. I want them to, to be greater than me. I want them to do more better than me and all that. So I'm giving them the opportunity. Are there any Nigerian traditions or customs that your family kept alive while living in the US?
Definitely. So our language, Yoruba language. So funny story, right? I didn't know a lick of Yoruba living in Nigeria.
Really?
Zero.
And talking about that,
Zero.
A lot of people are doing it now in Nigeria.
Yeah, they're teaching them.
They're teaching their kids English and this and this. And what about that?
Do you know why? No, do you know why? Why? Because Yoruba is something we'll pick up. It's something we'll learn. Like me, I picked it up. That's all my parents spoke. So why would we now pay for education for Yoruba? That's what we didn't understand that.
But now does not mean you still can't talk to your kids.
No. Yeah, I agree with that.
That is what I'm saying. But some parents, they are not trying to talk to their kids in Yoruba way.
That's how you keep our culture.
English. Back home, no, you don't do that.
No.
You don't do that.
But what I'm saying is, like, Yoruba, I learned it here. I came at 8, right? So before then, it was straight English. We went to private school in Nigeria, English only. So it was until I came to America that obviously my parents are speaking Yoruba to us, Yoruba. That's how I learned it. That's when I was, okay, this is, I want to learn it. I want to make sure I understand it. Every time my parents say, mukini ewa, mu this. That's how, Nigerian movies, being around Nigerians, you pick up your native language. So it's not as if they didn't want us to learn. They just say, okay, you'll pick it up naturally. It's not something that in Nigeria, just speak English. So that, by God's grace, when we make it to America, your English you know how to speak. So that was their plan, and thank God it worked out, because all 3 of us, we know how to speak Yoruba, we understand. Obviously we'll have that American, but we can communicate in Yoruba. So
that is really good thing that you guys can see talking Yorubas and all that. And how was it growing up as a Nigerian in the US? Did you face any challenges?
Definitely.
Fitting in?
Oh, yes. So that's a great question. Just because being Nigerian in America, there was a period in time where I didn't even know where I belonged. Is my group of friends Nigerian, or should I be friends with African Americans, or should I be friends with white Americans? I had phases of each one. Different friends. Yeah. Because being American in Nigerian, I can fit in different groups because I've been here for a while. So, but I would say when it comes to the Nigerian language, Nigerian culture, 100% I've experienced, adversities. Number one, kids are mean. Kids say what's on their mind.
I know.
So I remember the youngest, I think I was in 3rd grade here in the US, right? And my name is Yemzzytvshow. That's what you see on all my documents. It's a long name. It's not Yemi, it's not Yemisi, right? It's Yemzzytvshow. So imagine the teachers.
Yeah.
This is before Africa was cool. This is before Nigeria to the world. This is,
Wow.
So it's like, Yemisi, how do you say it? Some people will even try to say my name. They'll just say, this and that. Or African booty scratcher. I've gotten that before.
Oh wow.
And when we crochet,
yeah,
that was a crime in my classroom. My parents were called because I crocheted to my teacher.
Wow.
Me, I thought it was just something like
normal thing.
Normal thing. But that's when I had to learn that, wait, crochet is wrong. I shouldn't do that because now the teacher is reporting me to my parents. Even my parents didn't understand, okay, Yemzzy, just don't do that. Because if they don't like something, they'll try to say, don't do it. So it's just, kids were mean, Sha. Even still to this day, my name, some people had to, even as adults,
yes,
I just say, look, it's Yemzzy. That's it. Like if you can't get it, it's just simple for us, but some people you have to break it down. So
yeah, even me, that's why at work I just say, call me Yemi. Yeah. That's all, because that's Omo Yemi.
It's too long for them.
Oh, Lord. Omo Yemi.
Imagine Oluwa Yemisi.
Omo Yemi. I said, please, I know it can be hard. I don't want you to mess up my name.
Yeah.
Just call me Yemi. And you're like, Yemi, what does that mean? Just call me Yemi. You know, when your kids started going to school, you have to let them know. Whatever they call you, you're better than that.
Of course.
You're better than that. And don't let that bother you. At all. Because you have to know who you are and whom you are and who the child of person you are. So when people say something that does not go align with you, or if you know who you are, that does not mean anything. Like, that's what you think, okay, that's on you. That does not have nothing to do with this person that is here. I said, who is beautiful? She says me. Who is smart? Me. Who is intelligent? Me. Who is brave? Me. I let her know every day that this is who you are. So if anybody comes to you, tell you otherwise, know that that person, that is who they are.
That's right.
So we have to let our kids know that.
Build their confidence up.
Build their confidence up and know that. Have you ever been curious or asked questions about the Nigerian community in the US? Have you ever been curious about that?
No, I'm not curious.
I know.
Because
I don't know why I asked that
question. Just to be very honest with you, I'm not curious. Why? Because thank God for social media. We can see what's going on at home. That's it. But in terms of me looking for the information, what has really changed? So I'm okay. I'm not looking for any information. I get it from social media or just from talking to my people. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. And have you ever visited Nigeria since moving to the US? Have you ever visited, or do you have any plans?
I've visited. Yeah, I visited and I have plans to visit. Okay. I visited once and only once so far in 2015. And when I was there, honestly,
I wanted to ask, like, what was your experience there? What was it?
It was a great experience, right? Nigeria, you know, as soon as you land, you're already slapped with the heat. Number one, like me and my mom were literally putting baby powder on our neck. That's how much we were sweating, because I don't remember heat like that. That's the number one. Number two, you know, the food, right? The food is. There's no food here in the US that compares. I don't care if you're the best caterer in US. There's nothing.
Look at all those streets. If you want
small chops,
street food.
Oh no, everything was just good. Like I remember walking at night with my uncle and my mom.
And you see going
on the street. It was the best experience. So that I love Nigeria for that. I will say, you know, unfortunately I had malaria, right?
Oh, wow.
Day 3 of being in Nigeria, and I was literally on the floor, like shaking, you know, not eating. I lost 15 pounds in the 3 weeks we were there. So I didn't like that really changed the experience. So that's why I'm not really in a rush to go back. But you know, now that I have
to, you know, you have to prepare. One thing I can say, you have to prepare yourself.
Now I know you have malaria shots.
You have to have malaria. You have to prepare yourself before going there. And most of the things that you know that can, you know, like disinfectant, you have to take it with you.
Have to be prepared.
Prepare yourself, you know, so that you won't. You know, they have a spray. A mosquito will not even bite you or anything. You can spray it on yourself.
I don't even remember if we took all that.
Oh yeah, that's honestly what you need to take with you.
It was not the best experience,
because I was like, I'm telling my husband, whenever I'm going, you know, you have to be well prepared.
Prepare.
If I'm gonna take my kids, every food they're gonna eat and all that, I have to make sure that it's well packed.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to bring them here and they're sick. You just have to, you know, prepare themselves. That's all I can say about that. So, are there any Nigerians' value or principle you feel have shaped your life?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
So again, being Nigerian in America, right? Yeah. My parents raised us, I would say, fairly well. They did a great job by the help of God.
That's good.
They did an okay job. Why? Because all of us were grounded. We respect our elders, even still to this day. No matter where we are, we bend down. You know, we respect people. And we're also calm in nature, right? We're not outside. We're not, you know, all the activities that happen. We're not interested. right? Because there's nothing out there for us.
At
That's
all.
what we've always learned.
At all.
So we've been grounded since day one. Thank God for the discipline, and I think we all turned out okay by the grace of God.
And that is really good, because
Yeah.
my husband was like, I like the fact that, you are not this, club girl.
At all.
I said, because I wasn't raised like
At
that.
all,
I wasn't.
no.
If you are raised if you come from Africa,
Yeah.
and your parents, which club?
That's not what I'm here for. That's not why I'm here.
We don't go to club. And one thing about us too that I love about African people, when they get married, they stick to their husband.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They stick like I don't care what they are going through in that marriage, though. They have to work it out together. Yeah. They have to. And you see some people married 2 years, 3 years. They're true. Mm-hmm. What have you learned in your marriage? You just got there. What has been the experience? Some people they're going to some financial problem. They have. Their husband is this. They have. They this. They have. Why can't you guys work things together to learn or rediscover about Nigeria? Yes. Just
more about the culture, because I do feel like being here in America, we're not as connected to Nigeria.
Yes.
We're not, as time goes on, I do feel as though Nigerians here in America, we become more disconnected.
Yes.
We don't understand the struggles in Nigeria. Let's just be honest, right? We have lights 24/7. So far you pay your bills, you know what you're getting. It's guaranteed.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, it's like the more, it's like we're getting used to being in America, and I'm praying that's not what's happening. We just have to always remember people back home. That's our family.
Yes.
So I would like to learn more about, what's really going on. Maybe we should start a foundation to help, my community. That's, by God's grace. So yeah, that's what I would say. I would like to know more about what's actually going on the ground in Nigeria.
Oh, that's really good. That is interesting. And then, do you have any favorite Nigerian dishes?
Of course. Which one should I name? Which one should I name? I didn't gain all this weight from American food. I'm just joking.
I know, right?
So I would say I am ashamed. I like spicy. I like the egg, but not too much oil in the cooking. I love small chops. I love fried rice. My mom makes what's it called? Gbegiri. That's so good.
Oh wow!
Oh my God.
I'll come and visit you one day.
It's too good. I can list everything. Her efori roll, boom, 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 boom. It's just, I love food.
Oh wow!
I would say I'm a foodie.
Oh wow, that's good.
There's not one favorite dish. Give it to me, I'm going to eat. Funny enough, I used to despise amala, like repulsive to amala, but only at parties. Like weddings, that's when I'll now eat the amala, do at Gbegiri. I don't know, it's something about being at the party.
Yeah.
But if you tell me I'm going to make amala, do I even have amala in my fridge?
I don't even, if I tell you since I've been here, I've never made amala in my house.
Amala is not my thing. But
when I go to the party, guess what? That's the first thing I'm going to
Because eat. It's not something you
I do.
Generally. Yeah, that's me too.
Next question I have for you is that, if you could describe Nigeria in one word, based on your knowledge or experience, what would it be?
Nigeria in one word. I don't think there's one word to describe Nigeria.
I know. But in your own word.
I'll say, we've all heard this before. Smiling while suffering.
Yes.
That's Nigerians. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know, what's all going on, but we will be smiling. Yes. We will go through it. We have God on our side. We will persevere. So that smiling while suffering. That's the best way I can explain our culture.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that is really, really, that's the best way. Like
that's it.
We always find happiness. Joy
in
whatever we're going through. And that's why some people, like, these poor people, they will see them dancing. Making script and all that. They will like, but these kids, they don't have no clothes on. Regardless of how they feel. They don't think about what they're going through. The joy in staying alive, being able to, even food in this stomach alone.
You have so much to be grateful for.
It's something you need to be grateful for. And the last question is not here, but it's something that I see in you. And I really appreciate that in you and all that. And I wanted to know what has, helped you to be able to build that confidence I see the confidence in you. You have a very high self-esteem in you. When you speak, you're very, very courage. When you speak, you're bold with whatever you do. A lot of women, out there, they just struggle with that.
Yeah.
They lack that self-awareness, that self-confidence, they struggle with that. And what shaped you to become this person?
That's a very good question. I would say God, number one. Just growing up and knowing God, you just know that no one can really taint who you are, number one. We started off saying, I was called names when I was younger, being made fun of. But as you just grow through life experiences, you just know that, wait, these people, why do they matter? Like, why do their opinions matter? Why should I go home and be crying? Why should I be changing who I am because of one person's opinion or even two? It doesn't matter. It's me that will live with me. Do you understand? So it's like, I've learned to just be myself, because whoever will be for you, they'll be for you. And I also thank God for my parents. Why? Because they've trained us to be confident. Oh, wow. They trained us that when you go outside, you raise your head. Still respectful. Don't look, you're not, like when you talk to someone older than you, don't be looking down. Because I think that's something Nigerians do. When you're talking to an elder, you look down to be scared of them. You're not, just so far you say, yes, ma, yes, you can still look them in the eye. Contact. But it's like, it's just so much that goes into just being a confident person. And I thank God for that, because I've gone through those experiences and say, okay, what really matters in life? And that's where I am today. So being confident while being respectful, don't be prideful, and don't be, Americans would say stuck up. There's nothing to be stuck up about in life. When you know yourself, know whose you are, there's nothing to worry about. So I thank God for that.
And what advices do you have for, some people that are out there, some women, it can not even be women, it can be men as well, that are going through that challenge, or that are going through that, it may even be fear. I don't know what has been their circumstances of, or what they have passed through in life that make them to look down on themselves, that has, kill that self-confidence in them. What advice do you have for
That's
those
a great
people?
question. I would say I've also been there, right? We're not perfect people.
Yes.
I've also been in a place where I'm fearful, where I'm scared. I don't know where to go, where to turn. But I thank God for God. Because in the moments of silence, I think meditation is very important. Like knowing when to step away and just be by yourself. And read your Bible and know God. No matter how long it takes, I think we really do have to study the word. And when I say study, I really do mean like, what does this mean to me? To me. Not just what your pastor is teaching you or what you're seeing on social media or whatever. Read the word, and how do you apply it in your own life? So through practice of reading and reading, you start to, like the good voice will now start to raise up in your head. Like, okay, wait. God says this about me. So who else on earth matters? That's number one. Okay. And taking that time away to actually self-reflect. Know who you are. If it's in your head, if it's in you, it's meant to be there for good. Because God's plans are for good. So if it's in you, just pray on it. Say, God, if this thing that's on my mind, please take absolute control. And he will make it happen. Amen. I think we're just always so much in a rush, especially here in America. We always want like the most money, the most job, the biggest house, the best car. What does that where does that get you?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. So out of you don't have enough and always trying to be better or overextend yourself, that's where we now fall, because we're overreaching. That's not where God has placed us yet. So in that moment of waiting, you need to be prayerful. You need to read. You need to just calm down. Don't compare yourselves to others, because there's been moments in my life where I have to come off social media. Honestly, I have because to delete it because it was too much. It was tearing me up. I was too much focused on it. I was like, you know what? Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. When you are seeing things online, it's adding more to the this. So why wouldn't you be fearful? Why wouldn't you be thinking about where you're not versus being grateful for where you are? So that's just it. So for anyone out there that's going through something that's not feeling like they need to be where they are, just take a step back and just remember and reflect. That meditation is key. That is very important. Because you'll come out, people will see you, say, oh, wow, she's bold, she's confident. Why? Because you've done the preparatory work in the back. It's like a lot of people aren't born confident. You learn it through experiences. So you just have to train yourself to say, you know what? I'm Yemisi. Whose word matters except God?
No. Yeah.
That's just it. So no one, like, if I met anyone in the street right now and called me something, like you said, we'll just laugh it off.
Laugh
because
it
who
off.
are you?
Laugh it off, because that is not what God has called
It's not
me. And
at all.
that is why I love this song, this lady song. She be me no real or moba. Like I'm God's child. I mean, regardless of what you call me, what has God called me to
That's
be?
Right. That's all you need
and
to focus
that is
on.
what people need to find.
That's
you have
it.
to find what God has called you to be, and know what other person has called you, or what other people are calling you.
That's right.
You have to do your self-examination, because most of my friends or most of people, they are surprised to see me here doing this.
Hallelujah.
Because they were like, is it not Yemi? Yemi that she can't even say one word. She can't even say anything and all that. I'm a very quiet person, normally. But you have to get comfortable with you before I started talking, before you get to know me and all that. And this wasn't in me before. Before I gained an admission when I was still back in Nigeria, I finished my high school, so I was trying to gain admission and all that. And there's this brother, like an uncle where we used to live, and he called me. He said, Yemi, there's this competition coming up, Miss Ondo State. I want you to be a participant on. And I was like, what's this brother talking about? You want me to be Miss Ondo State? I mean, I don't have that confidence in myself. I don't believe I can be anything like that. And he started pushing me. I started giving an excuses. Oh, I don't have no clothes. I don't have no shoes. I don't know what I'm going to say. Yemi, I'm going to train you. My girlfriend, she's your size. You guys wear the same clothes. You guys have the same shoe size. I can give you a clothes. I can give you a shoes, and I'm going to train you on what to say, what to do, and all that. And could you believe I wiggling myself out of that because of lack of confidence in myself. I don't see myself in that position that is still me. And he got tired of asking me to do it and all that. So he went and told another person. And this lady, she went and she won.
Wow.
They gave her a car.
Wow.
They gave her huge money.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
Man, I was like this. I felt so little. I felt so, I was mad at myself.
Wow.
And the lady, she would drive the car past our house. And that eats me up. And I was telling my mom, I said, that could have been me driving that car. I said, is that I said that thing is what Uncle Kenny came to tell me that I say I cannot do. My mom said, what? I said, yeah, I don't do it. But that's helped me to look at myself. That helped me to like do self-examination on me. Like, what is wrong with you, Yemi? What is your problem? You have this in you. You have to let it out. You have to start believing in yourself. And I started, trying to, I was so down.
Wow.
But the thing that I started making decisions for myself. It was so bad that anything I wanted to do, I have to ask people. I have to get people's opinion on what I wanted to do. And I cut it out. I said, I'm going to start making decisions. From now on, I'm going to start making it. Even though it's a bad decision, it comes from me.
Yeah.
I learn from that. If it's that bad, I learn from it. I learn not to do that, not to make such decision again.
Exactly.
And that has helped me. That has built me. That has helped me to build my confidence. And because that's what I just said hurts me so bad. Because that could have been me. God shows me This is what I want you to have, because you don't have faith in yourself and you don't have self-confidence. You don't believe that you can do it. There was this chapter, I think it's Jeremiah 20. Each time I read this Jeremiah 20, I always get emotional because it teach me about myself and how I can do and what God has said.
Yeah.
And not to have fear
at all,
or to be worried about what tomorrow is going to be, when God already said, you know what, I got you.
That's it.
And that is going to be hit on this program today. I really wanted to thank my guests for your time.
No,
I really appreciate your time. I really thank you for, coming here and to be on this show today. And I'm very sure you guys have learned one or two things on today's episode, which me, myself, I have learned one or two things. Until the next time, we're going to bring you guys another interesting and educative program. I want you guys to stay tuned and stay blessed.
Amen.
Till the next time we're going to meet again, I want to say thank you and bye for now.